Alright, guys, so down here on the top right, top left side of Romance Side Elite, gotta get my proportions right. Gotta figure out where we are. First game's gonna be a bit rusty, but we'll get into it. Here we go, we have our Terran player. In red, it is RYUNG.
Woohoo! And in the bottom right-hand corner, playing with the blue Protoss pieces, those lovely, lovely shiny boys, it's Trap.
Alright, how exciting. Let's have a look at these.
Alien. This must be what Tastosis have, because they have their own people doing the map, don't they? They just have to sit and watch and commentate as it goes. Or I believe. That's what I've got. That's the fantasy I have in my head.
Absolutely.
So, how much tickling do you think this probe is going to get done on this SCV over here?
I mean, that is the first thing to look out for, isn't it?
You gotta get them tickles in.
Gotta get the tickles in.
Boy.
That's really aggressive tickling there, Mr. Probe.
Very aggressive tickling. It's got to be done. Come here, boy. I'm gonna tickle you to death. Oh, I don't want it.
No, please, no.
We're getting tickled anyway, buddy.
Stop a smacking my bottom.
Come here, I get in my slipstream.
Well, the probe's gonna get out of our live thing.
Yeah,
I was thinking when we're talking about silent Marines shooting, I was thinking about the pot drum sketch. Yeah. Where they're banging on things and no sound comes out. Like, you know, that's what Control S does.
Did you know this pot is a drum? Yeah, somebody pressed Control S. Oh, I never thought about it that way. Is that X-Files?
Yeah, it was.
I got you.
Alright, so bunker coming up on the low ground, very standard PVT at the moment. We are going to see the reactor. Maybe we'll see some Hellions. I imagine we might see Widow Mines, to be honest. But, you know, getting the reactor this early on to maybe switch out. Maybe it will be a Hellion drop build. It's worthwhile noting that that might be the case. So let's look out for the medevac a bit later as well. We have the Stalker going up to the north, having a look around. Is it searching for this SCV? Oh, it's a proxy, well, kind of a proxy starport. I mean, it's in the middle of the map. I don't know if it... I mean, it is a proxy because it's outside the base, but it's not essentially outside the base of Trap right now. So
yeah.
You know.
Well, that kind of... With the drops, that kind of changes stuff up a little bit. I'd expect it to be Hellions, because yeah, I can see them in the productions tab. I need to look at that more.
Oh, yeah,
you can get across the map a bit quicker, and then just get grabbed by that medevac literally as soon as it pops out the starport, I suppose. Got a robo on the way as well.
There it is.
There it is. You got it.
Searching
around.
You
can click on the icons on the production tab, by the way, and it will take you straight there.
Sometimes it doesn't work when I do it. Oh, it doesn't work for upgrades by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we've got Twilight Cancer as well, and we've got Blink on the way. Oh man, this is very standard TVP at the moment, except for, yeah, it looks like it's going to be the Hellion drop and the medevac coming out a little bit earlier as well. There's actually 4 Hellions here, and this medevac's going to hit a little bit earlier, so we're now at 4 minutes. RYUNG's just going to drop into the natural now, so here we go. Let's see how much damage it does. Probe's actually going to come over a little bit earlier. Might be able to spot it, but these Hellions are so quick. Straight on top.
Oh. They're getting them, Jed! That's 3! 6!
That's going to be 6 right there.
Oh no!
A very high amount of damage to begin with, opening this up. I mean, only equalizing the working out, but I mean, this is Terran we're talking about. Terran will be good.
So painful.
This equal when the mules are still coming out. This is very, very good for him right now. But yeah, these Hellions still... Whoa!
Blink's just about to finish up. They're ready. Oh, they decide not to, though. Well, there's a bit of a force moving across the map there.
Notice I've still got my ESL tag in the middle here, so I'll turn that off after game, but still good. Okay, Stalker's blinking again. Woo. Yeah, where was that siege tank? Oh, there it is. Cheeky.
He's hid. He's hidden behind the health bar.
I see
you there. Oh, you cheeky boy, you. You're naughty.
Oh, the Blink trying to catch up to RYUNG's medevac. Oh, and this Stalker's on the other side. Actually going to take it out. Oh, man.
Those clutch moments where there's like the units on such low HP. And you're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
are they? Yeah, they are!
Oh, man. Nutty stuff to begin with. I'm loving it. And Stalker's going to blink up into the main, actually, and take out the supply depot to begin with. Ooh.
Oh, lovely little observer up there as well, so they can blink up there.
What are you thinking? I mean, there's so many Stalkers here, just on more than one side at the moment. With the Hellions going down so early, I feel like Trapin's in such a good position. Going to blink out to the main and actually get on that siege tank.
Okay, yeah, that changes things. Those 4 extra Stalkers coming in from behind, sneaking up on that siege tank. That was pretty big.
Yeah, that was indeed Sulkosaurus. 7 workers, 9 workers, just constant damage going on at the moment, and RYUNG's going to survive for now. The siege tank setting up on the high ground here. A little bit of bio here to protect it as well. There are reinforcements coming across for Trap. We'll see if more damage can be done in the next few moments.
I'm surprised RYUNG's moved that siege tank from there, you know, because that was quite a good spot to be able to spot the Stalkers from coming up and stopping them from being able to blink up again. Here they come again, getting some shots off on this Bioforce.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of damage there to the Stalkers, but they do blink away. I think he was trying to stim pack just in like before the blink cooldown came up, but there's quite a lot of Marauders coming out as well. There's 5 or 6 Marauders out on the field already.
I'm wondering if they've got concussive shells, you know.
Not quite yet, but
yeah, okay. But they will do extra damage versus those Stalkers. Gotta love those Marauders doing extra damage to armor.
Yeah, I don't know much about that, so that's quite good information right there.
Oh.
Where are these medevacs going? I mean, like, I think Trap saw that with was there an observer? That's what I don't think there was actually, but
is he just gonna hold the fort here and then like go and attack?
Oh, he killed the observer with the scan. That's what happened.
Ah.
Okay. So he is going to return home. So RYUNG is actually just going to drop on the north side of Romanta side and actually not really do a whole lot else. Maybe it's a bit of a fake. Maybe he's going to run them in from this position forwards. I think he knows there's loads of Stalkers on the map at the moment and needs to be very careful when going ahead with this push. Making sure there's no Doom drops and all that kind of thing. We do see High Templar. We do have Storm done as well. What else are we seeing here for this protest at the moment? Charge as well. We've got +1 attack on the way. Okay.
Yeah, a couple more observers. Get a bit more vision on the map, I think, because that's one of the things you can struggle with on this matchup as Protoss. Especially when they get blasted like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, too right.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead.
No. Poor probe. Pylon's just like, oh, hello world. Oh, I have died.
It's a big rip. This is a huge army for Trap. Like, he's just growing in number at the moment, and denying the third base for that long. Like, RYUNG doesn't actually have that much like economy on the third base right now. Not even up to 6 gases or anything like that. And meanwhile, Trap's just been mining for a very long time on that third base, now getting up the 4th base as well, and now he's pushing out to the north side of the map, and I think he's going to push into the 3rd base location of RYUNG, but there's not much here to defend. I mean, there's quite a lot of bio, but not a lot of artillery at the moment.
Thing is, I wonder if this upgrade disadvantage is going to come into play. Trap's +1 is just about to finish up. There it is. Still waiting on his +1 armor though, and against bio it can prove it invaluable. He does have a couple of sentries in the mix though, so Guardian Shield should be able to help out for a little bit, but yeah, you do want those upgrades. And I do wonder why RYUNG hasn't gone for the eBay.
Yeah, no upgrades. Oh wait, there is an eBay.
Yeah, but he hasn't gone for 2.
Well, that's Protoss, isn't it, I guess. It really helps against Zealots, I'm led to believe, but yeah, the interaction can be quite complicated.
He's got +1 infantry weapons and armor, but now he's going for +2 Infantry. Positive, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I am confused as well, not gonna lie. Like,
oh no, he's locked two stalkers in there. Get out of there, guys.
He's got quite a good mine backup now, so RYUNG actually has a little bit more territory denial on his side with the amount of mines, so I feel like expanding is going to be a lot easier for RYUNG in the next few minutes. He's going to move over the Widowbars to the top side of the map, just trying to preempt his opponent's next move. Trap going for the 5th base as well, now readily mining off of 4 bases. Oh, looks like he's going to push up the main ramp.
Oh, he's coming!
Position.
Dark Shrine's on the way as well. I think Trap's making the killing blow here, you know.
Yeah, definitely tried to get some damage done here. I mean, pulling ahead very, very nicely at the moment, but he is going to be sandwiched a little bit into this army as more reinforcements come out for RYUNG. Trap needs to make a decision right now. Does he commit fully, or does he try to get out of here? Looks like he's going to commit.
Look at how many worker kills. That's 28 so far. Dark Shrine is on the way. We've got 2 Colossi on the way. If this isn't the end, I think it will be soon.
Yeah,
44 worker kills.
Yeah, that's critical damage right there, and you can see it in the supply. Trap is now just 50 supply ahead of his opponent right now. Very, very strong. I mean, look at this. 69 workers to 28. I just don't see how RYUNG can come back into this now.
No, that's a pretty substantial wound. He's just acquired this.
Yeah, totally.
I appear to have lost my legs. I'll continue though for now. I think I'll see how I go. You appear to have broken both of my legs there.
Yeah. Yeah, never ideal. I mean, look at these Colossi as well now, just on the field, and his double splash damage is going to do so much damage. I don't think RYUNG's going to stay in this game much longer from here. There you go. GG's called.
There it is.
Game number 1. Up here on the top right side of Oxide LE, we are in game number 2 of this best of 3 series for Into the Alpha, number 7. Up here on the top right side of the map, we have the red player going down a little bit there, taking critical damage and not quite finding what he wanted for with that Hellion drop. Let's see if he's got anything else planned. It is none other than RYUNG.
Woohoo!
Playing for Team GP.
Oh yeah. And in the bottom left-hand corner, playing with the blue Protoss pieces, coming in with some insane storm damage in the last game. It is Trap.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So already finding himself quite an early lead in this best of 3 series. So yeah, really nice to get the first map out of the way, right?
Oh yeah,
sure.
Like,
especially on Romanticide against Terran, like.
Oh damn, yeah, of course.
Always good, like always good.
Cool.
We're going to see the double gas opener now for RYUNG, not going for the Reaper Fast Expand. So we're going to see something in the lines of a bit more aggression from him by the looks of it, opening up into this game.
Tacky. Oh, it's a lot of tickles.
That's a lot of tickles.
That's a lot of nuts. It's going to have to be content with tickling the supply depot now, though. I feel like with Protoss, unless they do a proxy in this matchup, like you don't really have to look at their side of the map for like until like 2 minutes in. It's always the same.
Yeah, I guess like, you got to confirm that they aren't proxying you as well in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
I think that's the main thing.
It's one of the nice things about playing other races is the fact that I can do something different.
Yeah, absolutely.
To open up with. Oh, it's okay. So it's I'm against Terran, so I'll do Cybercore into Nexus, and then oh, it's a Zerg matchup. Okay, well that's going to be Nexus into Cybercore.
I find the same about Zerg openers actually. Like,
oh really?
Well, it depends what you're against. I mean, like. If you're against Terran, you've pretty much only got like 2 viable options.
Well, that's more than one.
I guess, but also like hatch first is the only thing that people do really. I mean, I do pull first still, but I mean, yeah, you always find this meta shift where it's not really optimal to go for one or the other. So it means that if you go for nothing that's hatch first, then it's a bit like, what are you doing?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Done
I mean,
that wrong.
that's definitely me. Like, I do pull first in every single thing. Every single matchup I've got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, but I'm not really mad. So. That's boring, man. To be honest.
You gotta play what you want to play.
Yeah, my blind heart right there. Like.
Yeah. You gotta love the guys out there doing stuff like that, like Florencio, Bly. Just like, oh, you guys are playing like that? I won't.
So we are going to see a drop of some kind, but we have 2 Widow Mines as well as these 4 Hellions. Nothing's proxied at the moment. We're going to see Tech Lab follow up as well onto that barracks. So we're going to see that medevac come across the map now. I'm trying to see where these Widow Mines are going. I think they're just here defensively for now. And over on the other side, we've got Blink as well, opening here, very normal stuff, and the Robo as well. So very similar to the last game, by the looks of things.
Nice.
There we go. I mean, yeah, we got the drop again coming out, and I'm getting a bit of lag on this end at the moment. It's annoying, but that's okay. So here we go.
Well, if
Stalkers
push
are
comes
in
to
position
shove,
nicely there.
I can drop out, finish verifying my files, and join you a bit later.
This doesn't. I don't think this is even me lagging, to be honest. Oh, the Widow Mines have gone into the wall here as well.
Oh, that's cheeky.
That is cheeky.
Yeah, I did have it like recently. I think a couple of the Korean players use VPNs, and that can slow things down. Oh,
I'm dropping off just in case it's me. I don't want to interfere with the players.
all right, that's cool.
We are connecting from Korea as well, so not from Korea, to Korea. So.
Well, why don't I drop off, verify my game files, and maybe join you a bit later?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't need to take like.
Just give me a message when you're ready, or come join the channel as well.
All right, buddy.
On Alpha.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Let's do that.
Let's do it. See you later,
All right.
Sulkosaurus.
I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Alright, so continuing this game, let's have a look see where we're going. We've got the Widow Mine drop trying to get into the main base of Trap here. I'm trying to get stuff done. But, I mean, I feel like Trap has just been in such a good position at the moment, just having Stalkers in position exactly the right time. No shield battery. Well, I've got 1 shield battery here, and not a lot on the front of the base here, so I don't think Trap was knowing that the whole army was coming out at the moment. And Siege Tanks siege up outside the natural base. So shutting down on that Robo facility right there. There's quite a nice handful of bio as well, and with this utility, it's looking pretty good for RYUNG at the moment, but the Blink down to the low ground. Trap now just jumping onto the Siege Tank, trying to take it out, does so. Very nicely done there, but loses a few Stalkers in the process. Oh, that's a really long range hit there. Oh, that could actually look really far for a Siege Tank to hit. We got Templar Archives as well. Gonna fall here. But Trap continuing the pressure down onto his opponent, and it looks like Trap's actually gonna lose a Nexus here. There we go, Trap now clearing up a few Widow Mines on the back there, but it's worth noting that RYUNG is on 1 base here. This is an absolute 1 base push for him, so this is an all-in situation. He has to kill his opponent right now and make sure that that gets done, because if RYUNG doesn't do critical damage, then this is going to be not in his favor. If you look at the worker supply, we're still 20 workers ahead here for Trap, and he also has the 3rd base as well. I think Trap's doing this very slowly, just whittling away at this bio. There's only 1 Siege Tank here, but there's like, what, 5 shield batteries on the high ground, so I don't know. I feel like RYUNG is not going to pull this one out the bag, actually. I mean, the natural goes down, but if you have a look, we've got a full mining base over on the 3rd here for Trap. Yeah, the last of these Terran units are now getting cleared up now. GG's called, and Trap takes the game. That is going to be 2-0.